Assalamu alaikum and good morning students. Hope you all are fine. Today we start our next topic, that is factoring difference of squares with two variables. The difference of two squares. If you are asked to factorize an expression which is one square number minus another, you can factorize it immediately. This is because a square minus b square is equal to a plus b multiplied with a minus b. The product of the sum and difference of two terms, that is a plus b multiplied with a minus b is equal to a square minus b square, means the product of the sum and the difference of the same two terms is the square of the first term minus the square of the second term. When we factoring difference of two squares, that means whenever you have a binomial with each term being square, means having an exponent of 2 and they have subtraction as the middle sign, you are guaranteed to have the case of difference of two squares. The diagram below should provide an intuitive understanding of this concept. Square terms. First term square minus or subtraction or difference and square of second term. After verifying that you have a difference of two squares, you can now factor it out as a product of two binomials with alternating sign in the middle, positive and negative. So the formula for difference of two square, that is first term square minus second term square is equal to first term plus second term multiply with first term minus second term. These are other ways to write the formula of the difference of two squares using variables. Learn to recognize them in various appearance so that you know exactly how to handle them. Now we solve question 2 of exercise 8.6. Question 2 is factorized by using identity. Part 1 is 4a square minus 25. At first, it appears that this is not a difference of two squares. What we need is to try rewriting it in the form that is easily recognizable. For the first term of the binomial, word term when multiplied by itself gives 4a square. That should be 2a. Since we multiply 2a 2 times, then we get 4a square. And for the second term, the number when multiplied by itself gives 25 is 5, because when we multiply 5 2 times, then we get 25. So we can write it as 2a square minus 5 square by using the identity, that is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b multiplied with a minus b. Now we put the values. Here we put 2a in the place of a and we put 5 in the place of b. So we write 2a square minus 5 square is equal to 2a plus 5 multiply with 2a minus 5. This is the answer. Next we solve part 2 of question 2, that is 4x square minus 9y square. This problem is a little bit different because both terms of the binomial contain variable. The first term is a perfect square when we multiply 2x 2 times, then we get 4x square. And the second is also a perfect square. When we multiply 3y 2 times, then we get 9y square. So we can write it as 2x square minus 3y square. Now by using the identity, that is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b multiply with a minus b. Now we put the values. Here we put a is equal to 2x and b is equal to 3y. So we write 2x square minus 3y square is equal to 2x plus 3y multiply with 2x minus 3y. Next we solve part 8 of question 2 exercise 8.6, that is a plus b whole square minus c square. In this part, first we recognize that it is a binomial where the first term is a plus b whole square and the second term is c square. Since both are squared terms and being separated by subtraction, this is truly a case of difference of two squares. So here we suppose a is equal to a plus b and b is equal to c. Now by using the identity, that is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b multiply with a minus b. Now we put the values. A is equal to a plus b and b is equal to c. So we can write a plus b whole square minus c square is equal to a plus b plus c multiply with a plus b minus c. This is the answer. Next we solve part 12 of question 2, that is x power 4 minus y power 4. This is an interesting problem because here we have a variables x and y does not have an exponent of 2 but instead has an exponent of 4. Does this qualify to be a square? Don't be quick to conclude that it is not. Can you think of a term which when multiplied by itself gives x power 4 and y power 4? You can do a trial and error on this, but if you apply your previous knowledge of the product rules of exponent, it makes sense that when you multiply x square 2 times, then we get x power 4, and when we multiply y square 2 times, then we get y power 4. So we can write it as x square whole square minus y square whole square. Now by using the identity, that is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b multiply with a minus b. So now we put the values. Here we put a is equal to x square and we put b is equal to y square. So we can write it as x square whole square minus y square whole square is equal to x square plus y square multiply with x square minus y square. This is not a complete answer because here the second parenthesis is a case of difference of two squares. That means you have to apply the formula for the difference of two squares one more time. So we can write it as x square plus y square multiply with x whole square minus y whole square. This is equation 1. Now again by using the identity, that is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b multiply with a minus b. Now here we put a is equal to x and b is equal to y. So we can write it as x square minus y square is equal to x plus y multiplied with x minus y. Now put this value in equation 1, then we get the final answer, that is x square plus y square multiply with x plus y multiply with x minus y. This is the final answer of part 12. So students, with the help of these parts, you can easily solve the remaining parts of question 2 exercise 8.6. Try by yourself first and then match your answer with answer key. Good luck.